the person you are about to meet towers without teetering on her steel-tipped stilettos and has left the cabaret circuit whimpering in her wake. She has a gift for ruthless observation, a tongue you could gut fish with, and a pair of nostrils that can detect hypocrisy at 100 yards in a thick fog. Today, she fills our television screens with a beehive hairdo that shuts out the competition. Let's find out what the world looks like this week to Lily Savage. Lily, you just swept in from the Henley Regatta. How was it?
Wouldn't let me in.
They wouldn't let you in?
No, I didn't want to go in the first place, you see. And the big breakfast said to me and Gabby, you've got to go to Henley. So we got there, and there's a dress code. I didn't know this. So, I mean, I was dressed like this, which I consider perfectly respectable, but I think it was Gabby. She had a boob tube on and a denim miniskirt, you know what I mean? And I don't think tattoos go down very well at Henley. And anyway, it was full of toffs, all blind drunk. No one was even watching the fishing. So, you know, I thought, no, we'll go.
Have you been keeping an eye on Major's election battle?
Sort of. I'm not impressed with Major, I never have been, because I always think he looks like a woodwork teacher. Don't you? He does. All he needs is a brown overall and a pencil behind his ear.
Hey, that's not how you do a dovetail joint, Lily. Hey, no, come here.
But I think he's going to go the way of Maggie, you know, because they're all behind him saying, oh, we're behind you, Prime Minister, but they've got carving knives in their hands ready to stick in his back. Yes, he'll be out.
Including Maggie. She's looking a bit like you lately, actually. Lily, come back. I'm sorry I said it.
Myra Hindley I can take, but Maggie Thatcher, no. Do you know how... the only time I ever felt sorry for the Queen was when Maggie got the boot. Because, you know, Maggie had to go down and see the Queen, like, you know, to give her notice in and all that. And the Queen was sat on the couch, she was relaxing, she was watching Home and Away, and she had ski pants on and men's socks. And she took her teeth out and shut them down the sides of the couch. And she was sat there with her feet up on the poofy, and Princess Margaret's at the window, and she got the nets back, sucking on a ciggy. Like... You'll never guess who's coming down the street. And the Queen said, if she knocks on that door, don't answer this. Just get away. Next thing, there's a bang at the door, and the Queen, Margaret, get away from that window. Get away, get away. Turn that telly down. Get away, get in the kitchen, quick. Who opened the front door? The Queen Mother. Why? She thought it was catalogue stuff, so she opens it, lets it in. So the Queen is flaming. She sat on the couch. She can't find a bottom set, only a top set. She looks like Scylla. And Maggie Thatcher stood there, hard-faced. The British Home Store's Mac buttoned up to her neck. And the Queen said, don't bother putting your bag down, Maggie, because you're not stopping. She said, your P45's behind the clock on the mantelpiece. Now, F off. And while all this is going on, you've got Prince Edward upstairs in Princess Anne's wedding dress with a hairbrush, miming to Judy Garland records in the dressing table mirror. What kind of a family's this? It's outrageous, Clive.
You read that William and Harry annoyed the Queen, the little princes, by driving around...
Naff, aren't they?
Well,
wouldn't you like to slap them right round their shops? When they're in Hamleys, I want this, mummy, I want that, mummy, I'll have the shop, mummy, I'll have the street, mummy. I said, you get nothing.
You know, they'll be driving around Buckingham Palace in a Sinclair C5, and apparently this cheesed the Queen off. Yeah.
Did you hear the Queen? She flung that window open, bagger off round the back. And then Princess Margaret flung her window open. I've got hangover, slam. Oh, she's rough. Oh, God, she's rough. That black nylon slip and 2 rollers hanging. She looks like Elsie Tanner in a prime. She does.
Did you read that some motorway service stations are trying to be more appealing to attract new customers?
Are you sure? Have you ever been in a motorway?
Watford Gap was my... I know it well.
Well, Watford Gap do a very good breakfast. Seriously, because it's fresh. And I tell you something else, Little Chef are very nice. And Happy Eater, even though they have got a logo that looks like somebody throwing up. Have you seen it? But services want shooting. You're going down that motorway, you're starving, absolutely starving. You've been on the road 5 hours and you think, right, here's a service, I'll go in here. Betty's Country Kitchen Pantry or something, 4 o'clock in the morning. And you toss it in, and there behind the glass in a dish are 5 Cumberland sausages. Fossilised, been there since 6 o'clock in the morning, looking for all the world like a 10-day-old cat litter tray. And for this, You have to pay £7.50 for the pleasure. They won't shoot it, but they've got you over the barrel, you see. What are you going to do? So I'll go next door. It's 50 miles away.
You been in a service station lately?
I went in the services VE day, and they had flags everywhere and bunting and, you know, and all that business, and pictures of Land Army girls and Gracie Fields, and the Andrews sisters were belt mouse over the Muzak system. And there's me and 2 pensioners, and these 2 pensioners are sitting there, and they go, turn this crap off. You see, pensioners these days don't want to do the Lambeth walk. That's a fallacy. They want to get blind drunk. They do. They want to do the Lambada. They want to meet a nice old man with an artificial hip on a Saga holiday, shag their brains out in the bed and breakfast. They don't want to sit in a reconstruction of an air raid shelter listening to Vera Bleeding Lynn for 3 hours. They don't. And our block of flats, they said, we're having a street party. I couldn't think of anything worse than to sit in the streets eating cold trifle. Could you? Juggernauts flying past. We're having a ball here, yeah. Handbag robbed as soon as you turn your head away. And they knocked on the door and they said, come on, we're going to put all the chairs and tables in the street. As we've been doing that for years. It's called an eviction. What are you on about?
Did you read about the trendy priest who's urged the vicars to update their wardrobes? Is that a good idea?
Well, our local parish priest, I won't mention his name, but it's St. Bede's Church. Oh, so, I actually think he's missed his vocation in life. I think he should have been on the stage. He's a bit theatrical. I think he should have been a drag queen, to tell you the truth, because he's had the organ moved from the loft to underneath the altar. So the bell goes, and up comes the organ with the organ fella on it, playing. I am what I am now. And then the priest comes on from the wings in this 50-foot cassock trimmed in marabou. Like this. He looks like Dorothy Squires. And when the plate goes round, all the altar boys come on with the incense going, we're in the money. We're in the money.
Sometimes I think you move in circles that I don't. Did you,
I'll take you out one night. You'll open your eyes, and a lot more besides, I tell you.
Did you read about the,
Aren't they low, this audience?
Did you read about...
Aren't they low? They're not like this on Pebble Mill.
Did you read
like
about
this on Pebble Mill.
Did you read...
There's a turn on, wake up. Sorry, Clive,
Did you read about the Greek airlines?
No need to shout, thank you, I'm not deaf. Getting lady, don't be getting out your pram, Clive James.
Did you read about the Greek airline? It's got the new policy that they don't have beautiful air hostesses, you know?
Well, I don't care what they look like, as long as they're generous with the drink trolley. Some of them are so snotty, aren't they? Aren't they? You know, they go... Good morning. And they look at you like they've just discovered a skid mark on a hotel towel. And you think, snotty bitch. If she didn't have streaks in her hair, she'd be working in McDonald's, you know what I mean? And how do they keep a straight face when they're doing that life jacket business? You know, when they say, and you get this tag and you wrap it round here and you put it through your legs and you tie it here, and you think... So a plane is crashing and you say to your mate, has that gone through that loop? Are you sure it's safe? Because I don't want it to come off, you know what I mean? I want to look my best when I'm being identified in a mortuary. And they say to you, oh, there's a light and a whistle. Well, what's the whistle for? In case you land in a disco. Oh!
That's enough. Thank you very much, Lily Savage.